gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ. Now, if he faithfully did these things, then he's going to have some fruit. You can't not do those things and not have some fruit. Okay? I mean, you may not have a full-blown orchard going, but you're going to have some fruit. All right. You're going to have some fruit to show for it when you stand before the Lord. The second one is, did he stay faithful? Or did he quit? Okay, it's not going to be, was the church successful and did it grow in number? That's not what's going to be measured. It's not going to be, was it able to financially support missionaries and programs? It's not going to be, did the church become large and influential? Why? The reason is because the pastor has absolutely no control over how the members of the church decide to behave themselves or to respond to the sound doctrine and spiritual leadership of the pastor. The pastor's got no control over whether or not the church was successful and grew in numbers. That's not solely on him. Well, that's the pastor's job. No, that's the church. It's not on the pastor on whether or not the church was able to financially support missions and other programs, outreach programs. That's on the church. He might preach that. He might teach that. But again, how the church responds to that, he can't control that any more than God can. Not even the Lord can control that. That is the realm of the free will of the individual believer. So that's why the pastor isn't judged on that stuff. That's not what he's going to be measured on. He's going to be measured on two things. Did you do everything I told you to do? And did you stay by the stuff? Or did you quit? And right now, pastors and missionaries are quitting left and right in incredible numbers. Most of them simply because they're just plain burned out because they're trying to do it all, while the church sits back. Did he stay by the stuff? Did he stay by the stuff irregardless of what the church did or did not do? Look at the examples in the Bible. Enoch gets raptured out. Stayed faithful, walked with God. Noah. Him and his family, 8 out of 8 billion. Okay, and he becomes the inheritor of the earth. Abraham. Joseph. Moses. Or Moses. Stayed faithful. Joshua, as for me and my house, we'll serve the Lord. Samuel. David. Hezekiah. Jeremiah. Paul. Those are just a few of the examples in the Bible that we have of spiritual leadership who stayed faithful, often when they were the only one who did. Only one. So, this charge that Paul gives to Timothy, but watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. Yes, it is being written historically, doctrinally, to a pastor. Spiritually, it applies to every believer. as things wind down to the end of the time of the Church of Jesus Christ on this earth and the work it has to do here. You know, again, you look at every dispensation, I guess, if you will, period that we find in the Bible, and at its end, you always find a remnant, a small number of the majority that stayed faithful. Strive to be in that group. Strive to be in that number. You won't regret it. All right, we're going to stop there. We've already gone past the top of the hour. Has anybody got any questions for me? Any verses that I quoted you'd like me to repeat for you? Any comments at all upon the lesson tonight? All right, we'll stop there then for